Serena Alonzi. Is that right?
Yes.
Is that Italian?
Italian, yeah.
Okay, I'm also half Italian. Half
Oh,
Italian.
yeah. Cool.
But okay, so take me back to that day when you discovered Hex. Tell me what you felt when you first discovered it, and you know, take me back to that.
Okay. Sure. So, when I was watching like Richard's previous videos, he started talking about he was coming out with Hex. So I was back in the Telegram groups way before Hex even came out, and they were calling it like, oh, it's going to be called Bitcoin Hex. And when I read it and understand like just the website and like how it works and the interest and the daily interest and the staking, like I just thought, wow, this is genius. Like this actually makes so much sense. And it's actually something that like when it did come out, it was already working right away. You could stake right away. You could like it was already working. You could see the interest right away. So compared to any other project out there that was not a product and not complete, this was something that was like, this is it. This is the crypto that you want to have, especially for long term. So
Okay, and was it your first experience with crypto Hex, or
no,
okay, so you were
no.
familiar with other projects before Hex?
Yeah, I got into crypto like near the end of 2017. So I had a bunch of different cryptos and yeah, nothing can compare to Hex so far. So a lot of my stuff I ended up selling and like switching it to ETH and then getting more Hex. And I'm now looking back, I'm so happy I did that because I would not want that other stuff right now. So,
If Hex is pre-viral, what does viral look like?
oh man, that's going to be crazy. Everyone's going to be talking about it. And there's already some rapper that got Hex and was posting about it. So if there's a bunch of like big names that get in, that's going to be insane. So I don't know. Viral would just be crazy.
Okay, and can you describe Hexico to me?
Hexico. Oh, did you see the music video, the Hexico music video?
I did.
Yeah. I don't know, just be an island full of Hexicans and we're all rich and happy and I don't know. It just sounds like a nice place to be. So
It does, certainly. Do you know how many Hexicans there are? I've um I've looked on Etherscan and I've seen there's something. I think it was like 250,000 wallets or addresses.
there's a lot, yeah. And it's just always increasing. So there's so many Hexicans popping up on Twitter all the time and I'm trying to keep track and follow all these new people and it's just in the Discourse Syndicate show, like there's always new faces showing up, and it's really nice to meet all the new people. So it's only just starting. We're gonna have a lot more people coming in, and yeah.
So rough rough estimates. I mean, you have to be staked to be a Hexican, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it okay to just hold Hex as well?
I mean, it's okay to hold too, but like the true Hexicans is like you're staked, and you have to have at least um the Quattro Cinco stake, which is the 5 5 5 5 stake. Yeah. So like real Hexicans all have those 15-year stakes.
Right. Okay. So there you go. Then I'm not actually a Hexican. I'm only staked for 1 year just to see how we go
Mhm.
with this production. But okay, what is a Hexican Pulsar OG?
What is a Hexican Pulsar OG?
I hear this a number. You know, I've seen it a lot, but I still don't know what the heck it is.
Well, I mean, if you're a Hex and Hex OG, you're also most likely going to be a Pulse OG since most people that are going into Pulse are Hexicans because they've heard of it first. So, I mean, I don't know. If you're a Pulse OG, then you must be somebody who's probably in Hex. I mean, I don't know. But there's also people that hear about Pulse that don't like Hex. So I don't know. I'm not really sure how to describe that, but just being an OG, I guess.
Yeah, because OG is that stands for original gangster, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm conducting an investigation. I'm trying to get a balanced overview from as many sides perspectives as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you think so many people call Hex a scam? What's the detail that they miss?
Mm. Okay, so they first of all don't do their research, because if they did, they would see that it actually had two security audits and one economics audit. And most of it is when they see Richard Hart, they just think he's a scammer because of his past, and they don't want to look like any further. They just see, oh, it's a scam, and then all the other influencers are saying he's a scam. So because of that, they just that's what their assumption is, and they don't want to do the research and learn. So they miss out and continue to call it a scam. But when you actually look at nomics and you look at the charts, you see it's actually the best performing crypto. So, and everybody on Twitter has like Lambos and houses and crazy vacations. So, I mean, it's obviously not a scam, right? So,
Can you tell me how does it feel to be branded the, well, arguably the number one scam project in the crypto industry? Tell me how that makes you feel.
sure. So, at first, I mean, it kind of sucked because you're promoting something that you actually believe in and is actually working. And when you know Richard, you see he's like a good person, genuinely wants to help people. And when everyone else is calling it a scam and you're trying to, onboard your friends and family and they don't really want to hear about it, like that sucks, because they're missing out on such a good opportunity. And especially now to see like the crazy gains, like I wish people listened to me earlier. And but now like it doesn't really matter anymore. It's like the people who call it a scam and the influencers who just talked bad about Richard, it's their loss, and they can't catch up to us now. So I mean, call it a scam, but whatever. Like it's not. So I don't know.
Yeah. How do you think Richard feels about it? I mean, he must feel like he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders right now, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gets a lot of hate for that, but I don't know. He's a smart guy, and he just never gave up, and he keeps, now he's coming out with Pulse Chain as well, and he's actually going to help people because he wants to pay these crazy Ethereum fees, right? So if Pulse is going to be quicker and cheaper, it's like he's taking over crypto, whether people like it or not. It's happening. So yeah, he's probably feeling really, really good now the way things are going, and he's just going to have not one but two products that are going to beat everything in crypto. So it's pretty awesome.
Okay, I will just throw one more question in, which I have been asking that I don't have on my list, and take me, take me to the end stake. 15 years into the future.
15 years. Oh man, I can't even.
What's your state of mind?
Oh, well, if everything, I mean, well, if everything in the world goes good, then I would be very happy that I have a lot of 15-year stakes and 10-year stakes, because just the gains now from your stakes you have now that we've seen from like the past year and a half. So I could imagine, yeah, in like 10 to 15 years, I don't know, I'm going to have so much money. I don't know what to do. So, yeah, I don't know. It'd be crazy. I don't know what else everyone else is gonna say about that, but I can't even imagine. Like it's hard to believe sometimes. Even now, when I look at Staker app, I'm just like, oh my god. Like I don't know. It's amazing. So I'll probably be somewhere just happy and relaxing and on a beach and surrounded by dogs. I don't know.